What if I told you there's a new longevity trend people are seriously talking about, and it involves eating your own boogers? Yeah, I know. Stay with me. Recently, an article making the rounds on Apple News raised a wild question. Could eating boogers actually be good for your health or even help you live longer? And honestly, in a world of NAD drips, peptide shots, and anti-aging supplements that cost thousands, this sounds ridiculous enough that people are curious. So let's break it down properly. No clickbait, no cringe, just science.
Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Gary B, and I'm a longevity expert, and I'm also a cancer survivor. This channel is dedicated to finding truth in wellness. I got tired of all the BS and all the misinformation, and I decided to create content for you so that we can all age well as we get into the second half of our lives.
What actually is a booger? Boogers are basically dried nasal mucus. Your nose produces mucus to trap dust, pollution, bacteria, viruses, all the stuff you don't want going straight into your lungs. So in a way, your nose is already a built-in air filter. And here's the interesting part. We already swallow mucus all day without thinking about it. It drips down the back of your throat constantly, and your stomach acid destroys whatever's in it. So technically, eating a booger isn't introducing something totally new into your body. Now, this is where the theory comes in. Some scientists have floated the idea that small exposure to trapped microbes might help train the immune system, similar to what's known as the hygiene hypothesis. The hygiene hypothesis suggests that being exposed to more germs early in life can help the immune system develop better responses later on. That's why kids who grow up on farms around animals or in less sterile environments often have lower rates of allergies. So the question becomes, could ingesting nasal mucus expose the immune system to harmless samples of bacteria and help it learn? In theory, maybe. In reality, there's no solid human evidence proving this does anything meaningful. No clinical trials, no longevity data, no proof that booger eaters live longer, get sick less, or age slower. Some older lab research has looked at mucus proteins called mucins, which can block bacteria from sticking to surfaces like teeth. That's interesting from a drug development perspective, but that does not mean eating boogers is a health hack, and definitely not a life extension strategy. Doctors are pretty clear on this. Eating boogers isn't likely to harm you in small amounts because your body already deals with mucus constantly, but it also doesn't provide any real nutritional or immune benefit. The bigger issue is actually nose picking itself. Picking your nose can irritate the nasal lining, cause microcuts, and increase the risk of infections like staph bacteria entering the bloodstream. So if anything, the risk comes from the habit, not the swallowing. Now let's talk about the supplement angle. Could we see booger-based supplements in the future? Highly unlikely. No supplement company can legally sell something without evidence of safety and benefit. What could happen is this. Scientists might isolate specific compounds from mucus, recreate them synthetically, and use them in medicine, the same way we already do with venom, bacteria, and even toxins. But that's a very different story from eat your boogers for longevity. So what's the takeaway? This idea sits in the same category as a lot of viral health claims. Interesting to think about, funny to talk about, but not backed by real science. So no, eating your boogers won't make you live longer. And no, we're not about to see organic longevity booger capsules on shelves anytime soon. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more science-backed content without the nonsense, and I'll see you in the next one.